Blog Talk Radio.
You've tuned in to Hype Talk Radio, the voice of the Midwest.
Welcome to Hype Talk Radio and the Hype Magazine, hosted by Ty Delangelo. Hey, if you want to get into the June edition of the Hype Magazine, place your ad right now by calling 301-579-HYPE. That's 301-579-HYPE. The Hype Magazine, the voice of the Midwest. Welcome to Hype Talk Radio and the Hype Magazine, hosted by Ty Delangelo. Welcome to Hype Talk Radio and the Hype Magazine, hosted by Ty Delangelo. Hey, if you want to get into the June edition of the Hype Magazine, place your ad right now by calling 301-579-HYPE. That's 301-579-HYPE. The Hype Magazine, the voice of the Midwest. Hey, welcome to Hype Talk Radio with Ty Delangelo. Hey, you can find this interview on www.blogtalkradio.com/the Hype Magazine. Joining us right now is a Grammy nominee, one of the one and only Native American R&B singers, Jana Mashonee. How you doing out there?
Hi, Taj. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like that one and only.
Yeah, the one and only. Yes, we thought that out. We had to make sure we said that.
Yes.
People understand that you are the one and only. You're welcome. Appreciate it. I was checking out some of your music this morning. I know you did the remake of it slipped my mind.
Sam Cooke?
It's been a long time coming. Yeah, the Sam.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you have a unique voice. It is. When I was listening to it, I just laid back in my chair and got real relaxed. You know what I mean? Like you have on those voices that make you just want to lay back and just.
Have a nice
it's real
glass of wine.
Exactly. You're one of the romantic type. You know what I mean? You lay down, you get your wine, you sit in front of the fireplace, and you put some Jana Mashonee on, and you just unwind. That's
Thank you.
That's
thank you. I mean, it's, the song is obviously an amazing, written song. I mean, it's a classic song, and I wanted to, I know anytime you do a cover of somebody's song, people always want to compare you, but I tried to do something a little bit different, but still have the integrity of what Sam Cooke was, what his intentions were when he wrote it, over 30 years ago. So, I really wanted to have a nice, not overdo it, but just give it, give it some justice. But I love the song. The song's a classic song, so I appreciate that you said that.
Oh, definitely. Because you had your own style to it. I think a lot of artists sometimes they go wrong with trying to mimic the exact everything about what the other artist did to it instead of putting their own touch. And that's what I know.
Right, because you can't, only Sam Cooke is Sam Cooke. You can't, you can do as much as you can, but then it just ends up being like a karaoke version. And you don't want to go that route. You want to have your own twist to it, and, because it's hard you're not that artist. So you have to have a little bit something different, but still respect what the original artist did. So that's a nice fine line. but I had to do the song. I was totally inspired by the whole, presidential election and about the concept of change, and this was just something that, I just felt I had to do. So.
Now, you've been doing this for quite a while, and you have a ton of awards. You've been touring all over the place. What keeps you going as an artist to be able to still create new and uplifting music after you've been doing it for so long? What continues to inspire you?
Yeah, well, it's definitely the people who are, not just the fans, but just people inspire me, and they continue to inspire me through my writing and just my observations in life. And it's the people. I think music is just an inspiration in general. It's a universal language, and it's a positive impact on people. And I just feel it's something that's almost like a necessary thing for me. I feel it's like a necessary thing to do, and it's tough. The music business is tough. And there's tons of artists out there who are so talented, and and it's there's so much talent out there, and and you want your little voice to be heard. And but for me, it's just, you know, the music is also something that just drives me to continue doing what I do. I can't imagine not ever singing again, and I don't know. It's just it's inspiring. So, you know, when it gets tough, I just kind of look at it, and I listen to I listen to other music. I'm like, this is just, because music kind of has imprints on people's lives. I mean, there's so many songs that bring back memories of like experiences I've had in my life, and so music is just it can dramatically change somebody's life. So I think it's important for me that I continue doing it no matter what.
Now, would you say that to be able to continue to create good music, it has to be current in the experience that you're going through in your life at that time and point?
Yes. I mean, for me, as far as definitely writing, I feel like it is. I mean, everything is about what I'm experiencing at that particular time. And like for my next album, it'll be, and I don't like to go back. I think as an artist, you have to continue progressing and coming to your own. And so, you know, life is a series of, it's a journey. Life is all these different vignettes. And so I feel like it's important to write about these particular times in my life. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't ever see myself going back to doing something, you know, writing what I was thinking about when I was like 12 or 13 or whatever. I mean, I feel like it's important to, you know, I don't want to go back. I want to keep moving forward. But, yeah, I mean, it's obviously, as far as production and everything, you do have to pay attention to, you know, the trends and what other people are doing, and people are feeding off each other. So, it is, you know, it is important. I mean, it's important to always listen to other artists and see what they're doing, but then just kind of, you know, come into your own and try to find something that makes you unique. So, but yeah, I think it's still important to be able to feed off, you know, what's going on in the current trends, for sure.
Hype Talk Radio with Taj Longino and Jana Mashonee right here on the line with us. Now, New Moon Born. Mm-hmm. Interesting title. How'd you come up with the title for that project?
Well, it basically is about, during this point in my life, is about rebirth. It's about a new phase in my life, and it's a new sound for me, because my past couple of albums have been very Native American-centric with as far as the sound and the instrumentation, and it's, you know, an homage to my culture. This particular album is more, you know, it's still me, but it's, you know, more of a different sound for me. It's more R&B and soulful and a different direction that I'm very happy with, and I'm excited that I took this direction, because I've always listened to R&B music and soul music and gospel music, and this New Moon Born is kind of like that rebirth and that, you know, a new phase in my life. So, and it also is a little bit of a lyric on one of my songs. So I was having trouble figuring out, well, what's the name of I didn't want to say rebirth. I didn't want to have, you know, there's been other albums like that. I wanted a little bit twist on the album title. So I was kind of going through one of my songs. I'm like, oh, and it was a little lyric in there. So I felt like New Moon Born was kind of represented what I wanted to say about the album.
Did you find any challenges in trying to convert over to writing an R&B album versus what you've been doing?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I've, you know, because I've listened to R&B music my whole life. This is kind of like I wanted to, you know, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and but I don't know. As far as my writing and everything, no, I would say I've been wanting to do this type of album for my whole career, and I kind of had the confidence and the material to do it. I mean, I wrote between my partner and I, Stephen Galfis, and Stephen Galfis is a legendary producer and writer. He's worked with Kool and the Gang, Casey and the Sunshine Band, ELO, Gap Band, Cameo. He's worked with all these major acts, and so we kind of worked together, and we wrote over 30 songs for the album to get the 16 songs on the album. But this is, yeah, kind of what I've been wanting to do anyway, and I've kind of been blessed that I was able to, you know, just kind of do whatever I wanted. I mean, I'm on an independent label, and so I didn't have somebody tell me, okay, well, you need to do another Native record, or you need to do this. I just felt like this is what I need to do right now. And, you know, we spent over a year and a half in the studio. So, I don't know, it was challenging on one level because it was completely different, and I knew my fans would not be shocked, but they were like, "Well, this is a different direction." But at the same time.